Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Hood Oracle Ministries with your Reverend Hoodie. I wanted to come on here and just give a few observances that I have noticed over the past, I'd say, week or so. It's been very intense. I wanted to address something. Let me just put this on non-energy saver because then it's going to turn everything off. Okay, there we go. So, there are two sides to every story. Okay, there's my side, your side, the truth, right? Now, with that being said, a lot of this is influenced by who you go to first. If you, and it's really a judgment call on what you're willing to pull out of the situation. I have noticed a couple of things, okay? If you want just truth without any kind of bias, then your spirit is going to go where you resonate. Now, if you're the type of person that wants drama, you're going to go to some place that wants drama. Okay, you're going to go someplace where all they do is talk about somebody else. Okay, and that says more about you than it does about the person necessarily because they don't know any other way to be. This is why we have to practice discernment. And if we find ourselves wanting the drama, it's like you got to during this time just if you find yourself, let me find out, curiosity killed the cat, right? Let me find out what this person's saying about this person. This is not Real Housewives. Last time I checked, okay? You have to really discern why you're on. Do you want to learn or do you want to gossip? There's a difference. This is where the line has blurred here in the spiritual, quote unquote, community, okay? There's no line, there's no defined line anymore. Things are bleeding into other things. So, what was originally intended to illuminate, to free, and to make people grasp what's going on was twisted and used to gossip and slander. You see, there's a difference between exposing one person and just going after everybody because you think you're doing something right. You think that you are doing some kind of holy crusade, and let me break it down to you, you are not. There's a difference between honing in on one and just going after everyone that you just want to get them off so that there's no competition. You just want to get them off of YouTube because, if you're so tired of seeing the post, then don't follow me. Don't follow me. Why torture yourself? And I'm even going to tell my quote unquote enemies, you're not that important to call you an enemy anyway. You're just some unfortunate slob that apparently, no matter how much life has thrown you lemons, you never bothered to make lemonade out of it. You became just as sour as the lemon. And this is where this line has been kind of bleeding into everything else. It's like now they're taking an essential idea and using it to kind of go after everyone. I mean, there are those that we are charged to illuminate, and there are those that we are charged to expose. But when you go after everybody and their mom, it's like that's where it's kind of blurred. And like I said before, it bleeds into each other. There's no defined line anymore. It's like you're just going after everyone. Everyone. If they agitate you in any little way, it's like, oh, now this person's got to be next on my list. It's like, okay. I'm sorry to laugh. It's really not funny. It's really not. But to me, it's kind of comical because it's like you're taking something that one person broke the ice with and using it as fodder to be a Wendy Williams. Yep, I said it. Don't be a Wendy Williams. Okay? Does anybody really like Wendy Williams knowing that she's a hater? She has this you don't want to have this reputation as being a Wendy Williams type. Cuz Wendy Williams just hates on every woman. Just every woman. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there was something personal done to her or not. Just hating on every woman. And they call it spilling tea. Please. Please with that. Please. Be careful, guys, okay? The line is blurred now, and I'm trying to redefine the line here, okay? There is a boundary that you cross. You become, by association with those people, a Wendy Williams yourself. Don't be a Wendy, please. If you don't have a defined moral code, you don't have a defined sense of what it is you're here to do, and you're just going after everybody, you're a Wendy Williams. Come on, man. It's not tea, it's hate. You're being a hater. It's not tea at all. And the thing is that people that resonate with me will see it that way. And this is actually a good thing that it's happening this way, because I've been talking about this for a while, that the sheeps and the goats, or the lambs and the goats, are being divided. And it has to be that way, because we can't go in one fell swoop, because when the swift hand of God comes down, he's not going to come down after his lambs. He's not. He's not. So it's like, do you run the risk of being a Wendy? Or is your moral code defined? Is your sense of justice defined? Is your mission really defined? Or is it blurred by just being a hateful bitch, excuse my French, that just wants to see drama? And because some of us readers have stopped doing the cards, you don't get that drama in your arm anymore. You don't get it in your, so you go anywhere. Drama could be an addiction too, just like cigarettes and sex and drinking. Okay, anything could be an addiction. Drama can be an addiction too. You can be addicted to drama. Okay, if you need that in your arm, right? You need that. You need somebody to see somebody talking shit about somebody. It's an addiction. Get help for it. I'm being real with you guys. You know, you don't want to bleed into that Wendy Williams type of character. You don't want that. She's gotten a name for herself as being a hater. Do you really want to be associated as one of those people? Don't think so. I could be wrong. I don't know all of you, every single one of you personally, but just think about that. Okay? People are bastardizing the original message, bastardizing the original mission, taking something that I spearheaded, that I broke the ice with, that I led, and turning it into spitting hateful vitriol on any woman. And I don't see any men being talked about in this thing. It's always women. Always going after women. You never go after any men. Why? Because they'll respond to you and they'll tell you, go fuck yourself. Right? The women will just delete and block you. The men will fucking tell you about yourself. And you really don't want to, so you go after women, first of all, which kind of tells me that you don't like your own sex. Okay? You're a little hateful to your own sex. And all you want to do is use this platform as a way to publicly be a hater. It's really a sad existence, and it's something that I really, really pray that these people get help for. And the sun just came out, so yeah. There's some hope for you. There's some hope for you. You just got to want it. It's like the help's not just going to come to you. You got to go seek it out. You know what I mean? So there's this addiction out there of wanting to see drama and wanting to see somebody talking about another person. It's like, it's really, it's the ugliness that we're actually seeing. It's like the makeup is off now, guys. Is seeing the ugliness for what it actually is. And if you're going to turn yourself into a Wendy Williams, I don't know what to tell you, man. Just talking about every woman that irks you. I irk you. I mean, look, man, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I want to talk about tea. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I've said that from 2016, man. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not going to be digestible by everyone. It's only a special few that can actually digest what I'm saying. And I'm not tooting my own horn or patting myself on the back. It's just facts, okay? I'm not for mass consumption. I'm not. I'm not. Okay? So then you're going to have the Wendy Williamses coming out, recruiting other Wendy Williamses. It's really bad. Really, I feel for people because sometimes people don't realize what they're doing until a bitch like me starts opening her mouth and saying things. But you know what? It is what it is, love. It is what it is. It's like, who you are is who you are. This is who you are. Now, if you're triggered by this message, then you have to wonder why you're triggered by it. But this is actually good because it kind of makes you do the work that people talk about in this community all the time. It gives you a chance. If you're triggered, great, wonderful. That's actually a good sign because then you get to do that work. Why am I being triggered by this? Some people are too afraid to look at themselves, so they'd rather project outwards. Okay? They would rather project their insecurities and hatred and jealousy on another individual. And it really, unfortunately, with this video here, it's really going to show where people are on each side of the board. If you want to see drama and you only come onto YouTube to see some drama, I mean, what happened to your cable? I guess you've binge watched all of the reality TV. I guess you've binge watched everything. So now you come on YouTube seeing what else can be said about other people. It says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. Don't be a Wendy Williams, guys. I'm begging you guys. Please. It's not, I mean, you don't want to have that reputation as being a hateful twat. You don't want that. Look at Wendy Williams, who she sits up there, calling it spilling the tea and everything, talking ish about another person. It's like, it doesn't make you look glamorous. It doesn't make you look like anything but being a hater. We throw that word around, but it's like, until you see it, that is what you're doing. You're going to love throwing that word around for other people, but you have to really do that inner work and see it. Am I being a Wendy? Why am I attracted to this? You got to ask yourself questions. That's what's called doing the work. Ask yourself questions. Why am I so attracted to listening to the caca coming out of a person's mouth about somebody else? Why am I so attracted about it? Now, there's a lot that can say, and I can feel what you're about to say before you say it, okay? Well, Bernie, you do the same thing. You were talking about this person. One person, first of all, not everybody. One person with documented facts and proof and confirmation that I was telling the truth, because now, how do you explain having tens of thousands of subs and not a single video up? Anybody new coming on there is going to do the deduction themselves and ask questions. And then if you can't answer those questions, it just makes you look even more suspect. So while people can certainly say what they want, oh, Bernie, you did the same thing. I guess, granted, okay, but it's one person. I wasn't sitting up there talking about every single person. Now, let's face it, I'm no punk bitch. If somebody was talking shit about me, I would retort. Look, man, I come from stock that didn't take any bullshit from anybody. Okay? You can only delete and block so much. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, You got to realize that this is food for these individuals. Your reaction is food for these individuals. What have I said since 2016? Starve these bitches. Starve them. They're the equivalent with this wanting this kind of they love this kind of life. They love this. They live for this. It's sort of like seeing this really emaciated man, okay, in the desert. You know, he hasn't had food in about 60 days. He's withering away. And then here comes this opportunity to get this food, this drama. Oh my goodness, it's like a mirage, you know, and he's crawling through the sand in the desert, right? But it's up to you to either feed them or starve them. And I've said this since 2016. Starve these hoes. Look, man, I told you guys from the very beginning I started this channel, I'm not like other preachers. I'm not, okay? I don't follow their script. So if there's a few cuss words in there, look, unless you got virgin ears, then, you know, I suggest that you go elsewhere. But if you're going to be here, I'm going to tell you the way I talk. Don't be a Wendy Williams, guys. It's not worth it. It's only going to destroy you in the process in the end. God don't like ugly. Okay? So don't be a Wendy Williams. Please. Are you a Wendy or are you a divine? Hood Oracle Ministries out. Put this in your pipe and smoke it, as they say. And I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless.